What's good, guys? So the Litecoin halving is just 5 days away. So I guess there's a lot of anticipation around this particular event, and some people are worrying about the price potentially dumping. Others, on the other hand, are wondering if the price will, go up, I suppose. So basically, it's a bullish and bearish scenario. I think the best thing you can do is always, do some historical research, look at the previous halvings and what did happen around those times. But we can see Litecoin is very notorious for having these massive pumps, and then they correct hugely. So you get these huge 90% plus corrections historically, which are pretty tremendous, to be honest, and it does carry a lot of volatility. But we can see on the year, Litecoin has been a solid performer, 52% up on the year, and the halving is, like I say, just 5 days and 15 hours away. So this particular halving will, of course, slice the block reward in half from 12.5 Litecoin down to 6.25 Litecoin. The last time we saw this, there were a few other Litecoin halving events. The first being, in 2011, when originally there was 50 Litecoin for each new block created. 2015 down to 25, August 29 down to 12.5, and now we're seeing that sliced in half to 6.25 once again, which makes the supply more scarce, of course. But some articles are actually suggesting that this is actually sparking fear as long-term holders actually begin to sell leading up to this halving, and you can actually see it reflected in the price. When you look at the 7-day, you can see that the price has come up, but on the month we're actually coming down. So a few weeks ago, when people really knew about this, they started selling off. So this is the fear phase. Obviously, there was a nice little blip in the market, a nice pump when we had the SEC news come through, but overall on the 7 days we're not really getting that excitement. So there could be a potential sell-off on the way. It's difficult to predict the future around here, of course, in these crypto times, but here the history actually does reflect that. So in a bigger two-front run, the much publicized Litecoin halving doom, that's what it's known as, Litecoin long-term holders appear to have started offloading their coins. Indicatively, the age consumed data compiled by Sentiment has shown several spikes this week. So it's kind of interesting to see what could happen here, guys. I think Litecoin, in my opinion, is actually still in an undervaluation phase, especially when it hits those oversold positions on the relative strength index. We had one back here at $49. The last time we had the oversold RSI was back in 2018 December, and again, if you bought at $20 down there, you would have done very well. So I think a key indicator, something that really is good to use, is being on the weekly time frame, pulling up the relative strength index down below, getting yourself the Bollinger Band charts right here. You can see when you fall right to the bottom of those charts, when you also have those oversold RSI positions, you can see right down here, which has only happened, 2 oversold weekly RSIs in 5 years. So it's a very rare event, and that's why it's also important to set reminders and indicators to get those emails come through to say, oh look, this particular coin is oversold on the RSI on the weekly time frame, because it happens very rarely. But when it does, usually it's a reflection of extreme fear in the market or some crazy sell-off, or at least almost the bottom of a downtrend. So it will help you time the bottom. It won't make you perfect at the bottom, but it will help you get close to it, and that's what's important. So previously, 2 bull runs here, 25th December 2017 and also April 2021. We saw 2 cycles. The first cycle, Litecoin did a 10,500% increase from lows of just like a couple dollars. The second cycle, it came up 15x up to $396. So yes, the returns are diminishing slightly. What we want to see from where we are right now is a pump from this level to that particular macro resistance at 342% right there, guys. So if we can move up to $400 for Litecoin, that could be pretty juicy. That's obviously a key resistance, because historically, every time we get to $390, there's always a sell-off and a huge rejection from the bulls. Fibonacci retracements, just simple indicators like this will help us sort of target realistically what we could see for the next crypto bull run, with the halving along the way, and the fact that we can clearly see that this particular low has been much higher than the previous bear market low suggests that there could be more upside potential. So for Litecoin, I think a pragmatic target for 2025 bull run, probably around the 1618, 2618 Fibonacci. So we're looking at a $600 to $1,000 there. So maybe a 6 to 10x for this Litecoin right here. So we can see market cap 6.7 billion. Historically, what did this coin get in the bull run? We are looking at highs of 25-ish billion. So still, that's around a 5x, a 4 or 5x from here, and that's just to get back to where the market capital was many years ago. Blockchain is going to grow much more, so I do believe that we could see a much higher price Litecoin in the near future. Remember guys, nothing in this video is financial advice. Also check out the Bitcoin 20 pre-sale that I've recently bought a load of coins in. Massive things going on. It's almost out trending Pepe coin as well on Google Trends. There's a link right down below for you to have a look at the Bitcoin 20 pre-sale. It is a pre-sale, so it's all speculative, but ideally an ICO allows you to get in at a lower unit cost or a lower price than when it's launched on centralized exchanges or dexes as well. So it's a really cool one. Check out the roadmap, do some research on the white paper, and if you have any questions about it, make sure you just get into the Discord where we're talking about this crazy pre-sale of 10x potential right there. So have a little look at it. Crypto bubbles, well, again, a bit of a washout on the week. Very red actually. I mean, Pepe's down 11%. We have a few bright green coins. Doge is up, XTC is up, we've got Casper up as well. On the day, again, mixed emotions in the crypto markets. Hopefully Bitcoin will not lose 29k. That would not be very fun at all. I think we would see continuation down to about the 26.5k mark if that were to happen. But fingers crossed, this is another consolidation phase preparing for the next leg up. Crypto fear and greed index, we've got a neutral market at the moment, which is typically good. I prefer personally trading and dollar cost averaging in the fearful markets, and then selling off in the greedy phases, which just makes much more sense to me. But of course, you can have your own strategy. Neutral markets are pretty good though, because they reflect some sort of true value in the market at any given time. It's not undervalued, it's not overvalued, so we're just looking pretty good right now. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe, guys. We're literally 10 away from 20,000, so hopefully we can get there today. Thank you so much if you're new here, and get yourself in the Discord, and yeah, make sure you stay in the know of all things juicy and crypto. See you soon, guys.